Fala amigos e amigas do Agro Connection, este é um corte do Agro Connection Vídeos, então te inscreve no canal, aperte o sininho, comentem e bora pro vídeo.
Fala amigos e amigas do Agro Connection, aqui é o Marcos, da Dakota do Norte. Eu vim trazer para vocês mais uma entrevista com o Joe, ele já esteve aqui no canal com a gente no início da safra. E agora a gente vai conversar um pouco com ele como a safra tem sido e nesse finalzinho aqui os resultados. Hi Joe, if you wanna introduce yourself to the new viewers, you have been here on the channel before, but
Yes.
for the ones who doesn't know you.
Yeah, my name is Joel Bell. I farm near Fargo, North Dakota. I appreciated being on this broadcast before with Marcos, and he asked me if I'd answer a few more questions, and I was glad to. So I also worked with Marcos and Carlos and Lewis and the crew at NDSU in the soil science department. But farming's kind of a side gig that I do, because I enjoy it.
Yeah,
Yes.
nice. So let's get to it, and thank you for being here again, Joe. So how's the season have been for you, and if you had any hiccups during the season?
The season overall, the growing season for me and my neighborhood has been really good. We've had adequate rain, not too much, which happens once in a while. The crops are really good. We're in the midst of harvesting soybeans now. We harvested our wheat about a month ago, and the wheat yields were probably in my top 5 of my career. They were good.
Good to know.
Yeah, really good. The quality was pretty good. There's a big discount for protein. If your protein is lower than 14%, there's a pretty massive discount, which can eat into profit margin. But overall, the wheat was really good. The soybeans, my crop is average, maybe a little better than average. But it looks like my neighbors have really good crops. Everything looks really good. The corn looks good. It's drying down quickly, I think, and we should be underway in corn harvest within maybe 2 weeks or so.
Right.
So it's exciting. It looks like at least we have something to harvest this year.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
And for an average here of soybean, what would we be talking about? Like about 30 bushels, 40 bushels?
Average for right in my neighborhood, I would say a good average would be 45 bushels.
45.
I'd be pretty happy. I'd be really happy if I had 50 bushels. I would say, I know one field was 45. I think I'm gonna probably have a couple less than that. But yeah, 45 in my neighborhood. But the varieties are getting better. Farming practices are getting better. Planting technology is getting better. So I think that average is going to be increasing over the next couple of years. So I wouldn't be surprised in the next 10 years, even 5 years to start seeing 50s routinely in this neighborhood, and more than that farther south. Yeah.
Nice. And how much would be your production cost for soybeans and for corn, roughly? Okay.
Yeah, for soybeans, mine are roughly $375 an acre. So I get a family discount on land rent, so it could be $450 probably for would be typical for this area, probably. Yeah, and in corn, I'm getting to be about $600 an acre for corn production cost.
And how much would be, for example, a break-even point for you? I would have to harvest at least like 30 bushels of soybean to break even.
I think my break-even yield is probably going to be about 45 bushels.
45.
Maybe a bit more. On soybean, corn I think is going to might be 170 bushels, which 180 is a decent crop for my neighborhood. So we're getting pretty close to what I could possibly produce.
Okay.
Yeah. And wheat, with the protein premium, it's close to 90 bushels an acre break-even yield for wheat, and that's pretty tough for us.
So the golden question: do you think you'll be making money this year, or kind of breaking even?
I would be happy to break even this year. I'm not optimistic for making money, and I'm very thankful that I have my full-time job here at NDSU. So if I don't make money, I can still pay my mortgage and eat. But I'm not optimistic to make money. If I break even this year, I'd be pretty happy. I'd feel satisfied.
Oh yeah, okay. And what are your perspectives for price of the commodities this year, left for soybean and corn in a short term?
They don't look good right now. Right now, like corn is like $3.50 a bushel hauled to a local elevator, which is pretty low. December corn, like new crop corn here, October corn is $3.50. December corn, so if I wait 2 months to haul it, it's worth $3.80. So the market is telling farmers to store their crop now and haul it in later. So short term, like this month, is not good. If we can hold out and sell it, in a couple of months or next spring, things look better. But the prices are still a lot lower than I'd like to see, than I need to see.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So one of your strategies right now would be of storaging this grain.
Yeah.
Do you have what would be your storage capacity?
I stored about between half and 2/3 of my wheat crop. I stored the rest. I hauled in based on my storage capacity. I should be able to store all of my corn crop, or nearly all of it. And the soybeans, I should be able to store 2/3 of it, maybe.
2/3.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But that isn't all bad, because this time of year I need income too. I've got land rent coming up to pay, and pre-buying seed for next year and fertilizer. So selling immediately might be essential anyway, just to have income to pay expenses. So
and just like curiosity, for example, here I see that way more farmers have this storage capacity that against back in Brazil, even big to medium farmers, you see that their storage capacity is not that big as you see here in the US. So this is a good point for you guys, a positive.
It is, definitely it pays to have storage. We were just talking earlier, agriculture in Brazil, full scale modern agriculture is fairly new. So I'm sure over the next 20 years, the farmers will build more storage. And, as they have bigger bank accounts and develop their farms more, they may, may see the value in storage as well.
As we talked about Brazil, what do you think about Brazilian agriculture, or what do you know about it, or anything like that?
I know only what I hear or read in the media, which is probably, it may not be accurate, but it's very generalized. We're talking Brazil is a huge country with a big difference in climate from north to south, big differences in farming practices. So for somebody to say, every farm in Brazil is 50,000 acres and they grow nothing but corn and soybeans, and whatever. That's what I hear, but I believe that's not true. Talking with you and others, so I don't know much.
But it is nice to know that you guys have like a vision of Brazil, and as we were talking about it, would be nice to for us to bring like a series that brings a little bit of the Brazilian agriculture for you guys to understand as well a little bit more how things work over there.
Yeah, it would be fascinating. You know, as I was just talking about grain storage, I had understood that most of the harvest in Brazil is trucked from the farms directly to the ports, like directly to the coast. And that can be a problem if roads are bad or it's rainy or whatever. And but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. And it maybe varies throughout the country. So yeah, I'm dangerously uninformed. But I would love to know more. I'd love to talk to learn more about Brazilian agriculture and talk to farmers and see what they like and what they would change if they could. Just like in the United States, there are a lot of things I like about our ag, but there are a lot of things I'd like to change. So.
Yeah. What would you do different for 2026?
Well, if prices remain where they are, where it's a very, thin profit margin, I'm going to have to, first of all, every year I should be putting all of my energy into making my farm more efficient, and the yields, do everything I can to have a higher yield and to cut expenses. So that should be my first answer, is be more efficient. And it is, I want to be efficient, but, we're going to have to look at cost cutting, like serious cost cutting, like maybe putting on less fertilizer and risking a lower yield, or maybe just being more efficient with the yield. So do different maybe is going to be trying to cut back on inputs and spray less, or just be more efficient.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That was it.
Okay.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Marcos,
for having you here.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to work with you guys.
Bye-bye, guys. See you in the next one.